Need some coins for that God Squad you've always wanted? Check out rockbottomcoins.com for your one-stop shop of buying or selling coins and solo grinding services. Use code Zirksee at checkout for 10% off your order.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
What's going on, guys? It's Zirksee coming at you today with another YouTube video, and today the Zero Chill promo just got completely confirmed for Madden 19. Now, with it being they're revealing this so early, today's only Monday, I'd imagine they're going to drop this on Friday. So the Christmas promo this year looks like it's dropping a little bit earlier than usual, but it should be out on this Friday. Maybe they decided to drop it a little bit earlier than that. It wouldn't make sense to me. I feel like they would probably wait at least till Friday. That'd be the 7th. But as you guys can see, they did change their Twitter profile picture to that for the Zero Chill promo. And the main reason that I want to talk about this is the Zero Chill Chad Ochocinco. That is correct. Ochocinco is in fact going to be the Madden 19 Zero Chill, I'd imagine, master. So we had Calvin Johnson for the most feared, and then for the Blitz we had Deion Sanders, and now we get Chad Ochocinco for the Zero Chill. So I'm probably actually going to end up getting rid of... I might get rid of Calvin Johnson. I honestly feel like I might get rid of Calvin and scoop up Chad Ochocinco. Now, of course, you're probably going to have to do some sort of a master set with him, which I will go over pretty soon. But we do know for a fact, in Madden 19, Zero Chill Master is going to be Chad Ochocinco. And, of course, I'm going to be going over now what you guys can expect to see from this promo. So, to be honest with you guys, Zero Chill is probably my favorite all-time promo. Now, not just the Zero Chill promo, but in general, like the Christmas promo every single year is usually my favorite of the year. First off, for some reason, pack odds are juiced. I don't understand it, but literally like every single Christmas around like December, I'll get like 2 limited time pulls. It happens every single year. Leading up to Christmas this year, I have 0 limited time pulls. I did pull the Lamar Jackson, which some people think I shouldn't count that, so I guess I'm not going to count that. But heading into the Christmas promo this year, I have 0 limited time pulls, and I'll probably come out in December with at least 1. That's just how packs are in December. They're absolutely juiced. But taking a look at the Christmas promo last year, this is what they dropped to kind of reveal it here. We did have some starter packs. Build your squad. Obviously, Bo Jackson was a huge part of the Christmas promo last year. And I'll go over that again a little bit more in depth in the next slide. But we do have out-of-position players and, of course, Madden gifts. Now, the Madden gifts, of course, are like the #1 thing that people are here for. Out-of-position players are very, very awesome. And you guys see right here, December 16th through January 5th, out-of-position players will be available through packs. So, if they dropped it this Friday, that would be a lot earlier than it's been in the previous years. Now, of course, the gifts, they have little gifts and they'll show you. They're going to have little, like, hints on them. But at the same time, they're really hard to determine what it is. It might have like a Falcons on it, like a Falcons team logo. It might have an Ultimate Team logo. Might have a Training Point logo. I feel like they're definitely going to do something with Training Points this year. It's kind of hard to determine exactly what is in the gift, but you can get a general idea. If it's an Ultimate Team logo, usually that's like a quick sell. Maybe it has like a Game Changer logo on it. Something like that, like an Elite Player Pack. Stuff like that. But out-of-position players and also gifts are the 2 big things in the Christmas promo. Now getting into the actual players that we had for the Zero Chill last year, and I do have to say, if you guys are wondering what type of presents did we get last year, there was actually a lot of really good stuff. So we had like a middle linebacker, Lawrence Taylor, that was a gift. He was an out-of-position player. We had I believe it was a 94, Telvin Smith. He was the Jags gift. There's a lot of different gifts, and of course, when these, Christmas presents do come out, I will be dropping a video giving you guys my predictions for the Christmas presents and what they could possibly be. Now, the main thing about the Zero Chill promo last year was Bo. Bo was literally at every single position. It was absolutely insane. Now, if you decide to do the Bo Jackson set, he was a 95 overall, literally any position. You could be QB, halfback, fullback, any offensive line, tight end, and wide receiver. The card was insane. And the same thing with defense, which he was a 93. So if you did the master set, you got to pick one offense, one defense, and then you also get to be a kicker or a punter. So the kicker was actually pretty freaking good. Defensively, middle linebacker Bo Jackson, of course, was insanely good. He's super, super fast. Offense, a lot of people named him at tight end, which is kind of interesting, but he was super, super glitchy at tight end with how fast he was. But coming down to the out-of-position bosses, you guys see here, these players you actually would need to get in order to get the Bo Jackson Master Set done. So we had Dwight Clark, which, by the way, if you didn't notice, all of these players played on offense and on defense. So we had like LT, he was middle linebacker and quarterback. Mike Vick was cornerback and halfback. My God, that Mike Vick halfback. Absolutely ridiculous. That card was so hard to tackle because he was just so elusive. Derek Brooks, halfback, strong safety. Jason Taylor, right outside linebacker, tight end. Paul Krause, cornerback, receiver. Okoye, Singletary, Atwater, Bettis, and Dwight Clark. Now, out of all of these cards, out of the out-of-position bosses, I feel like the only ones that I personally saw people actually use would be Mike Vick. Now both these cards are really good, and I believe Mike Vick, once you like powered him, or not powered him up, but like put some chems on him, you could get him to 90 zone coverage, which is kind of like the 91 actually was the elite tier threshold for last year's zone. 90 is the elite tier threshold for this year. You could actually get Mike Vick to 91 zone, which was insane with the speed that he had and how elusive he was as well. Now coming down to the sets, we had out-of-position boss sets, where you'd have to put in a certain number of gold out-of-position players and elite out-of-position players to complete. LaDainian Tomlinson and Mike Vick are the most expensive set, each taking 24 gold and 6 elite out-of-position players. All of the out-of-position bosses are legends, but not all out-of-position players are. For example, there is an 87 overall Tom Brady, and an 87 overall Julio Jones. Of course, there's free safety and punter. There was a huge glitch last year as well. They dropped, I believe it was like the first day of the Christmas promo, one of the first days of the Christmas promo. They dropped a limited time free safety Calvin Johnson. This card was like a 94 overall, and I'll see if I can find that for you guys in just a second here. And of course, there was also some packs, limited time, 8 times Frozen Legend Bundle that cost 12,000 points and will be available until 12/18. Guarantees you a random premium gift. And then of course, Solo Challenge, actually like one of my more popular videos on the channel. I actually went ahead and opened up all of the straight chillin' Solo Challenge rewards for you guys, and that video did pretty good. So we got an NAT out-of-position player, 40k coins, and out-of-position boss, and also some stocking stuffers. Now there was also some snow beasts last year, which actually, the majority of these were actually gifts, but there was some solo challenges you guys could play where if you completed the solo challenges, you got yourself a free either Terrell Suggs, Adrian Peterson, Marcus Mariota, or Haha Clinton Dex. Now the rest, Clinton Dix, I think I just said Dex. The rest of these players, I believe, were actually either A, pullable, or B, gifts. So the ones that I know for a fact were actually gifts from last year, I believe Antonio Gates was in fact a gift. We also had Brandon Brooks, I know for a fact he was a gift. Telvin Smith as well. And then we had Rod Woodson, who I believe was a limited time card. Yeah, he was a limited time. We also had Michael Strahan, limited time, Willie McGinnis, LaShawn McCoy, Chris Carter, and the master for last year, which is actually Calvin Johnson for the Snow Beast. And then, of course, we also had the out-of-position players. So there was the out-of-position masters, and then there was the regular masters. So for the Snow Beast, or the regular Chris promo, we had Calvin Johnson master, and for everything else, we had Mr. Bo Jackson. We had him at center with 93 strength, absolutely insane stats, 94 speed. That was just absolutely crazy. Now, this was actually kind of a glitch. Calvin Johnson last year went into packs, and for about, I believe it was like 5 to 10 minutes, if you opened any of the specific Christmas pack, you were guaranteed to pull a Calvin Johnson. There was hundreds of Calvin Johnsons being pulled, and I know people pulled like 5, 10 of them. And what EA actually ended up doing was they didn't take them away from people. So you literally got yourself a bunch of free Calvin Johnsons if you just went ahead and opened up some packs. You were guaranteed to pull a limited time Calvin, who was going for a decent amount of coins. Now, if you sold him instantly, because obviously when there's hundreds of Calvin Johnsons being pulled, his price is going to shoot down. Now, if you waited just a little bit, his price went up quite a bit again, and EA actually was found to be buying up like these super expensive ones to try and raise the price, or buying a bunch of the low ones to get them off the auction block right as the my head would refresh. So That's kind of how they tried to fix their glitch, was they basically just went out and bought a bunch of these Calvin Johnson, started raising the price on them, which he did actually go up in price. So if you held on to your Calvin Johnson, you had like 5 or 10 of them, you made a lot of coins. So with the Christmas promo, there's a lot of stuff coming out, including out-of-position players like Randy Moss, wide receiver Dion, Sean Taylor, Kellen Winslow, Ed Too Tall Jones. There is a lot in the Christmas promo, and I gotta say the Christmas promo is definitely one of my most favorite promos, specifically because of these out-of-position players, the gifts. There's just a lot to like about the Christmas promo. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if you did, smack the like button, subscribe, and comment. So in total, guys, we could be expecting maybe something like the Snow Beast, and then of course the out-of-position players as well. They could possibly bring back Bo Jackson. As of this moment, I only know about Chad Ochocinco, so if they do end up releasing a blog later today or within the next couple of days, of course, I will be having a video out on that as soon as I possibly can. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if you did, smack the like button, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you guys next time.